actually,
punish them.
I don't disagree with that.
Okay, there you go.
I was just thinking, I don't disagree.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, people always say about law and order, right? I'm sorry if you like were on the Capitol grounds and you're not supposed to be there, you're trespassing, and maybe you should not get jail time, maybe not get like a hard fine, but you should get something because you broke the law, and laws mean something, right? And if you broke the law, then there's a punishment for that.
Yeah, I probably agree with that, but we don't see eye to eye. Then we should jail all those Black Lives Matter protests that burn down cities, that march on government property when they were trespassing. We should also go after them.
I 100% agree with you. If they burn down property, if they're trespassing, if they broke a law, then like punish them. I'm not like against that, right? If they broke a law, then you punish them. But I apply it equally. I'm saying for every person who's on the Capitol ground illegally and they're not supposed to be there, you get some kind of punishment. And it's based on what you did. Yes, I agree that if you're in there and you're taking pictures and you're, kind of on the moment, yes, you shouldn't get like jail time, right? I don't believe in that, right? But you get some kind of punishment because you have to learn that you can't be there when you're not allowed in there. That's just kind of how it goes.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And we could possibly just end it on this because I think we do agree on this. I'm just saying the application of law seems to be a lot different, and that was the Republicans' main point. It's saying, how does Black Lives Matter get to burn down a whole city? And not just that, they have the whole scientific...
This is so ridiculous. The fact that you're using that to deflect away from the fact that Donald Trump pardoned violent rioters. He pardoned violent rioters. What city specifically was burned down? I want to hear. What whole city was burned down?
Do you want to look back at the Black Lives Matter protests?
Yeah, name a whole city that was burned down. I'd love to hear this whole city that was burned down.
It's kind of like a state meme, whether it was like Minnesota or whether it was like some like upper like Michigan, like around that city, like the Blue Belt. But it was some of those cities.
What city? Name the city. You don't know the city?
The burning of these cities was so bad that it can't remember the name of the city. Like it was so bad that you can't remember the name. Like these cities are gone from the map now apparently, but like we can't remember. Right?
All records,
give me
apparently you can't find any information, any evidence justifying this to be the case, right?
Okay, so you guys' best arguments have come from the fact that my brain is an AI and that I need 30 seconds to look up a city.
We're not saying
I don't live in that city.
No, but
I mean, you
but
are.
John, you would think, right, that if an entire city was burned to the ground over the course of days, right, and it caused such mass rioting, that would leave like an imprint on your mind, right? Like on all of our minds, right? But that didn't happen.
But it's 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And it wasn't just one city.
You remember a lot about ballot boxes from 5 years ago.
Absolutely, but I don't remember the cities where they put them or the exact places. Like I just
okay, I mean, but where you get the information like matters, like an actual location doesn't matter, right? So you say cities, but then you can't cite which
So are you
city.
denying? Wait, are you?
I'm denying that city.
I'm
burned to the
denying that an
ground.
entire city was burned down, yeah.
Yeah, I'm denying.
Sorry, yeah, you have no fucking evidence of that. This is just a complete bullshit claim by Republicans specifically to try and overlook all of the different crimes that Donald Trump pardoned on January 6th after he incited a violent insurrection at the Capitol.
You're attacking the subjective part of the statement. When whole streets are burned down, when cars are burned down, when there's over.
You said the whole city. I forgot the number of the city.
Yeah, but you're trying to make a literal thing of that statement. I'm just saying, like a large part of the city
name a
was
single
burned.
person specifically that did that was pardoned by a Democrat.
You know what? I can't because they were never even charged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Really, you think people who specifically let fire things were not charged at all? Really, you think that happened?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Wouldn't that be like the local PD in the jurisdiction and the fault of the police department?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And if it was a conservative protest,
how would that be an issue specifically with? Wait, so then even if you did consider that to be the case, which one, this didn't fucking happen. We're talking about the reference, and you said an entire city burned down, and everything like that.
Look it up.
Ridiculous. If you want to specifically talk
everybody
about,
in the chat just
hold up.
Black Lives Matter.
If you want to hold up first. If you want to talk about this again, it's not even relevant to the Democrats in the Oval Office. You know what I mean? Like, it has nothing to do with Harris.
tariffs was a Democratic like policy up before Donald Trump. So
What? I didn't say
I like
tariffs.
tariffs, but I find myself
what?
more.
Why do you so randomly talk
Oh,
about tariffs?
well, no, you cut out. Like I thought I heard tariffs. Like it
No,
was,
I
like,
said
glitched.
Harris.
Oh, Harris. Oh, sorry.
I said what you brought
My
up has
apologies.
nothing to do with Harris at all. It has, even if it did specifically happen, it would have to do with the local area. It has nothing to do with Harris.
Point. So Parker, I think more people support Trump. You're right, because it's not to do with the individual, but they feel the whole game, like the wave over it, right? When Black Lives Matter gets to protest and nothing's on the news about it being bad, yet all of a sudden Republicans protest, and it's like this is the most egregious behavior. They're going against the Constitution. They want to kill everybody in there because one person like screamed it or something. It's just not a true representative. Then you get people like me who are open to voting Democrat.
How many people are on your team, you retarded faggot?
This is more.
How many people are on the team? Is it 2 or is it 3?
To like normal independents that like, hey, like.
Yeah, no shit.
Like, the playing field is fair. I don't think the optics.
Because this retarded faggot doesn't let the third guy do shit. You cut every fucking chance I have to hit the ball. You hit it sideways when I could be clearing it to the other side. Learn how to play with 3, you faggot fucking retard.
And
Good luck.
It feels like the left is trying to take it back. Like they're trying to take it back to 2016, take it back to the division, and Republicans don't want it to go that way. They said things are better now.
Your view on reality is actually Trump literally said he hates his enemy.
We could
He hates
actually
his
be best
enemy.
friends. Me and you would actually be best friends in person. That's the funny thing. We'd grab a drink, we'd be best friends, we'd argue a lot. But you shouldn't be friends with people who just see the world the same way as you, Parker. I have friends like you.
What type of pivot is that? My neck hurts. It really hurts. What is going on, bro?
Fuck
What is going on?
Listen, I like you, Parker. I listen to you all the time.
Okay. Did you hear my points that I was making now? Do you want to respond to those?
I did. I think I disagreed with every single one of them, but I still enjoyed it.
You still what?
I enjoy the engagement, and honestly, I like what you're doing. You know, you have to talk words. You can't talk because when people stop speaking, they start fighting. I like this, Parker, but I just think your side honestly doesn't like this. They think I'm weird. I should have never came up. I should have never spoke. If anything, some might even think that I
You're
deserve
actually
to
not you're not engaging with the topic right now. You just like randomly started talking about like you're like viewing yourself as the third person, like the third person in the scenario to say something insightful. I get what you're trying to do
Well,
right
partner,
now.
because-
You'd like to specifically address the topic we're talking about.
I think I have addressed it, but I was trying to make a light note of this because I feel like I've taken enough of your time. If the topic was this has nothing to do with Harris, I don't really think I brought up Harris. I'm just talking about the optics of
Let me clarify that. Like, in that context, what this conversation is if you could go back in time, would you vote for Kamala Harris for president? And specifically, the idea is essentially to see do you still support him. That's relevant for what people are going to vote for the next election. Because Trump is determining the Republican side of the ballot, right? So if you can't...
I support him a lot less. And that has more to do with the Jeffrey Epstein files and the hypocrisy around that. Would I still vote for him over a Democrat? Probably. Like I said, in my perspective, he gets it right way more times than he gets it wrong.
Okay, how so? What does he get right? What does he get right?
Like, it's very simple. When it comes to strengthening traditional families, it seems like Democrats are always against it. When it comes to
He
How
strengthens
so?
traditional families by
Faggot.
cheating on every single one of
How are
his wives.
Democrats? That point. But how are Democrats like not in favor of the? How are you define that?
Suck
like,
my dick, you faggot.
Like how do you define that?
so
How
now
you
like
how
that.
not in favor of that?
Of course, naturally, philosophically, if you want to strengthen the nuclear family, you have this belief that mothers should be teaching their children. This runs discongruent with democratic philosophy because they believe in more so of the feminist side, which they want the mothers to be working for corporations.
Okay,
In the
that's where you're
Republican
wrong
view-
already. By the way, you're already wrong. We believe in
Right.
choice.
But yeah,
Women
that's what I was
should
gonna say.
choose
I was just about
what's
to say
happening
that,
with.
Matt. You guys are gonna frame it as it's a choice, but when you
It
have
is a choice.
bills and you have things, and you frame it as no woman will choose to not be paid rather than go to work and be paid. That's just so the choice. It's the illusion of choice. Women want to stay home with their children. They can't.
Well, I'm sorry. You understand that it is the case that plenty of women want to work.
That's
What?
100%
what are
true.
what are you saying?
I'm not saying they shouldn't. What I'm saying is that Republicans are more likely to introduce policies that would strengthen the nuclear family. If the Democrats would
What are you
actually,
arguing? So what is the
By-
quote unquote
by
nuclear
half.
family?
Well, if I
Does the
can
quote
make my
unquote
point.
nuclear family include a guy that literally cheated on every single one of his wives
how about
and has
this?
been divorced
this
multiple times?
You're right. You're right. Absolutely.
Is that the nuclear family? Is that what you're talking about?
Trump? Parker. What's so funny is black people actually make a joke of that and say Donald Trump is the first
No,
black president.
dog.
It's not a
Oh
joke
my
that came
God.
from me. No, it's their joke. It's a funny thing.
No, it's just weird that like you're the one that's like trying to say that instead of addressing anything. Like it's just again not addressing anything that I'm saying. He just randomly is just gonna like.
And by the way, Parker, can I just make a point real quick, and then I promise we'll do. I would also argue that like Democrats want to put in policies that actually want to strengthen the family because we want to make sure people, when they have children, don't have to work their asses off just to pay for it, and they have to go to work like 1 week after getting pregnant. We want to make sure they have like something like paid family leave so they can actually stay home and take care of the child, and so that they can actually have choice in the matter and not have to worry about actually just like jumping right back into a job. Where are the Republicans who are advocating for something like that? Like, please show me, right? That's what makes us the actual family party, is that we want to make sure people have choice, and when they choose what to do, the government is there to actually give the resources necessary so that they can actually have good success in that.
Jesus.
Alrighty. I got a lot of people to thank. Everyone, I gotta catch up. I'm a bit behind. I'm a bit behind. Joel, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $12. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Lee, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $100 on PayPal. Can we some W's for Lee in the comment section right now? Thank you so much, Lee. I really appreciate the $100. Thank you so much. Can we some W's for Lee in the comment section right now? Thank you. Alexandra, thank you so much for the $25 on PayPal. Thank you so much. Can we some W's for Alexandra in the comment section right now as well? Thank you so much. I really appreciate the $25. Thank you. I wish I would have saw that earlier. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Michaela, thank you so much. Or Eddie, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $20. Thank you so much. I really appreciate Eddie with the $20. Thank you. Damien, thank you so much for the $5. Lee, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you. Jalen, thank you so much for the $4.20. Thank you so much. Braylon, thank you for the $5. Thank you. Jana, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $20. Thank you so much. Lisa with the $10. And Kai, thank you so much for the $1. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let me catch up on YouTube, everyone, as well. There's someone in the chat spamming fake Dean Withers. What are they doing? What? Dude, what?
Fake.
Fake Dean Withers. You know, they're so right about that one. You know, they got me there, dude. They got me there. Sarah, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Marin with the $20. I really appreciate it as well. Thank you so much, Marin. Can we get some W's from Marin in the comment section? Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Sarah, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. Kim with the $2. Garrett, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much. Otto, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $10. Sarah with the $5. Thank you. Nina with the $10. Thank you so much. Carolina with the $5. Thank you. And JB, thank you for the $10. Thank you. Timothy, thank you for the for the $2. Thank you. Jackie with the $2. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I think I'm fully caught up there. I appreciate everyone that's going to the next person real quick. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen.
And
We are just looking for some debates.
I think it is Jalen, by the way. I think you're doing for the $10. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Jalen.
Hello
Yeah,
there.
what's up? How old are you?
19.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Absolutely.
If you could go back in time and you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
Okay, what's
We're
your
the Proud Boys. The Proud Boys.
What did you just say?
The Proud Boys.
Why'd you just say that?
Because I support them.
Fucking weirdo. Dude, get off the stream. What? That person's got to be trolling. I mean, that's still fucking weird to troll. If you're the next person, only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 19.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yes, in a way, yes.
Okay, if you could go back in time,
Maybe
you
in
could
a
either
way.
vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
I don't even know if I would vote at that time.
Okay. For the next person, only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Okay. Let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Let's go to the next person, everybody. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
What's up, Parker? I'm 21.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Is there a way you could go to an area with less background noise? I don't know if that would be copyright.
Do
Or is
you-
it just someone else playing in the background?
Do you support cannabis use?
Oh, you can't say that on the live. But yes, very much so, I might say. Maybe a little bit too much so. Maybe a little bit so right now, you know? So funny. That was really funny. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Okay.
My ears.
What's it called? Chad, I had some elixir today. That's what I had. Some elixir, you know? I had,
You're a fuck answers?
a big shield. A big shield. It's literally, it was like, I don't know how much I can say. It's literally just like a, elevation juice. Yeah, no, that's the better way to say it. Elevation juice. There we go. Elevation juice. Like it just in liquid form. You know, I might be switching to elevation juice. Honestly, that might be a thing. It's kind of fun. You know, what's about you? That's actually crazy. Elevation juice is nuts. That's nuts. Let's go to the next person, everybody. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Someone said that this was a fake live. What are you talking about? I see some comments sometimes I'm on my girlfriend's account where people are like, I watched Parker, I know this is not him. And I'm like, no, check the YouTube. I am live. Always live on the same YouTube. Is this AI? Yes, this is actually, AI. This is AI Parker. I actually set up a whole new thing where I'm just like, I don't even have to show up. I'm just like, there's an AI Parker that just shows up and debates people, I've actually coded that into existence. Yo, what's up, Paladin?
Hello, I'm so sorry. I'm 23 to bother you. I just want to know if you've
Do you
ever
support Donald
debated with the insufferable Nate, because I had to deal with him recently. I seen a clip of Dean with him.
No,
I
I
was just
haven't. I haven't. I appreciate you coming up. I have never seen them, or I don't remember them. It's to be honest, I debate a lot of people, and I don't remember who I debate. I don't. I'm really bad at that, just because
You
I
have
just
to be
debate so
really
many people.
memorable for us to remember you.
Yeah, just because I just debate so many people, it's all the time. So it's like all of them morph into each other. It's like honestly, it's really hard to retain everything. Alrighty. Okay, let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
29.
Do you support Donald Trump?
I do.
If you could go back in time and you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, who would you rather vote for?
Probably Trump.
Okay, why so?
I don't know. I feel like Kamala just kind of came off as disingenuous. I mean, granted, I don't know a lot about her personally, but the vibe, the public consensus on the Republican side, and it just seems like she's very, very disingenuous.
Okay, how so?
I don't know. Just it almost seems like she's talking from a script or reading from a prompter.
It doesn't seem like that to me at all. You know, maybe we wish Donald Trump seemed like that because, you know, he just seems, you know, incoherent all the time.
Yeah,
Give you examples?
I've heard plenty of examples. I mean, he's okay. First thing I will say about him as a person, he's definitely not a good person.
But he's also an idiot, right? Like he's also just like incoherent.
Well, that doesn't make everyone on his administration an idiot, right?
Okay, well, who do you like on his admin?
Well, I do like JD Vance.
Really? You like what do you like about JD? Can you name one thing JD Vance has done as vice president, other than vacation and sit on the couch?
Not at the top of my head, no.
You can't? You can't name a single thing he's done? So why do you like him?
Well, as far as he carries himself, I mean, like, as far as, like, family values and stuff like that, I feel like he represents that way better than Trump ever would.
Sure, just because he represents that more than Trump doesn't make him a good candidate.
Yep, drop that shit.
Well, I don't necessarily know that. I'm not saying that's what makes him a good candidate.
Okay.
Not that alone.
Like, okay, so then what makes him a good candidate? Because you can't name anything that he's done. Can you name anything he's done in political office?
Again, not the top of my head.
Okay, so then what do you like about him? Vibes?
Oh, just more so his character. I mean, like, are you just talking in general?
Is it just the vibes?
No, it's not. Trust me, bro. It's not that kind of thing. I promise.
So what is it?
He just comes off as more like he doesn't have like he doesn't make my bullshit meter go off, so to speak. Like Trump, it's a totally different ball game. So like he just seems like he's telling the people what they want to hear. That's what I get.
So you think Trump's a liar, and you think that JD Vance is?
I mean, there's
genuine?
a lot of things you can look at that. I mean, you can make that up for yourself. I'm pretty sure you think Trump's a liar, right?
Well, obviously. So why did you support him over Kamala Harris?
Because, I mean, there's just not a lot of Democratic presidents in their past that have been, like, great. Last one I can remember is Barack Obama. If I could, I would have voted for Barack Obama again.
No, so why would you vote for Donald Trump, a pathological liar, over Kamala Harris?
I just feel like during the... Okay, so when he first got into office, I feel like things kind of ran a little bit smoother around the country than I expected. I actually expected him to just completely flop. I thought he was going to get assassinated his first term.
So again, why would you support Donald Trump over Kamala Harris?
Again, I feel like it feels like she's just kind of, she's doing something similar. Okay, so she's not like as horrible of a person as he is. I'm not even saying she's a horrible person, by the way, just so we're clear. But it just does not feel genuine, and I don't know. I just think it's funny. The people that were saying that Trump's a horrible person, not to steer off subject, you know, from Kamala, but when Biden was up there, it's just like, you remember those memes going around about, and all those stories about how Biden's a weirdo and how he's like sniffing people's hair and all that weird stuff? That's pretty weird.
So he couldn't bring up anything about Kamala Harris. You just brought up Joe Biden sniffing his grandkid, right? That's what you had to bring up. You don't care about Donald Trump saying you dated a 10-year-old girl in 10 years and bragging about walking into the changing rooms of naked women without their consent.
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like I said earlier, I mean,
coming out and saying there was 4 girls as young as 15 years old in these changing rooms when Donald Trump would barge in.
Well, yeah, that's fucking weird. That's obviously wrong.
You do care about that, right?
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I?
So then why wouldn't you say that you wouldn't support Trump then?
Again, I mean, Trump as a person, horrible person, but to call him a bad president, I feel like that's a stretch. A little bit of a stretch.
Yeah. He's a horrible president. An
Can you agree, though,
atrocious,
that
a diabolically insane president. That's what he is. He's not just a bad president, right? Yeah, that would be a stretch, right? It would be too.
But
little.
I'm also not gonna put him on a pedestal, okay? Like I'm not one of those people that's gonna put him on a pedestal and think he's like Jesus.
Can you give me anything good that he's done?
I think he's doing good stuff with his abortion policy. I think he's doing good stuff with the border. I mean, the due process could be a lot better. Like, there's a lot of people who are definitely getting the short end of the stick on that. But, you know, no system's perfect either. But
he maintains the less due process and is specifically advocating that he doesn't have to uphold that, even though that's constitutionally protected. And then in terms of abortion, what specifically do you think abortion should be illegal?
Open Amazon.
not necessarily. I think there's certain cases where, like, if you're just getting multiple abortions throughout your life, don't you think that's kind of fucked? Like, that's where I draw the line, kind of. Like, that's just...
No,
why are you doing that?
I don't. And the typical person can't get multiple abortions. That's expensive. Hello?
I
Hello.
typically don't ask women how many abortions that they've had either. Like, I'm not going to people asking how many abortions they have.
Literally.
Well, I mean, I just... There are people out there that definitely get more than they should. It's like... And then I think
Okay,
there's...
so I have a question. Do you think that they should be put in prison?
No, not necessarily, no.
Okay, so then do you think that Donald Trump's laws go too far, and that Roe versus Wade should have been protected because people's legal right to get access to an abortion prior to viability should have been protected? Although you could say in some circumstances you disagree with it, it should be legal, right?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's nothing more American than the right to... everyone should have a choice.
Okay, so that's all Kamala Harris's position was protecting Roe versus Wade, right? You don't have to agree with it, but it should be legal.
Sorry if my mic's going crazy.
So we're saying it should be legal, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, again, there's nothing more American to me than the right to have a choice. I mean, if you're just have that choice taken away completely, then that's just ridiculous. Pretty un-American to me.
Wait, say
But
that again?
then again, I'm not saying it's right in every context. Like, to me, if it affects the mother's life, then yes, you should abort it, for sure. Like, if the mother's not going to
Wait, no,
survive...
you said that it should be legal, right? So you agree with Roe versus Wade, meaning you agree with Kamala Harris. So, like, you don't agree with Donald Trump in terms of his abortion perspective, so we can move on to the border. What do you agree with him in terms of the border?
I mean, I think that people who are... Okay. So people who obviously have a criminal record and are here illegally shouldn't be here. We agree on that, right?
If you haven't committed a violent crime or a bad crime, I do believe you should be deported on the condition that you can be put in a prison in another country. If you have not committed a violent crime or bad crime, I believe you should be given a pathway to citizenship where you do not have to leave the country.
I agree.
Okay. Then, I mean, you seemingly are even to the left of the Democratic Party, so you don't agree with Donald Trump on the border either. You think the immigration process should be significantly quicker, and you think that undocumented immigrants shouldn't be deported
I wouldn't say I don't
if they have
agree
not
with him on
committed a
that.
violent crime or bad crime. You believe that they should be given a pathway to citizenship. That's a great position. Now, specifically, it seems like you don't agree with Donald Trump at all. What do you agree with him on?
Honestly, it's more of a situation where I was like, seems like the... Okay, not to go too far back, but, like, say when Hillary and him were going back and forth, right? To me, he seemed like the lesser of two evils, and when he got to office, I was like, oh, he's gonna flop, and then when he didn't flop, I was like, well, okay, I ate my words.
So what do you like about him, though? 'Cause it seems like the 2 points that you brought up, you actually agree with me on and not him.
With the border control, I mean, like I said, the due process could be better. There's people that are being sent to that concentration camp, for lack of a better term. It's pretty much a concentration camp. So
why do you support Trump?
You
don't
said that very
support Trump.
nonchalantly, by the way.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you support Trump.
I'm kind of in the middle. I mean, like, I lean more towards Trump because the devil you know is better than the devil you don't, I guess.
I mean,
How is Kamala Harris the devil?
No, I don't think. No, I'm saying the devil you know is
You
better.
know
It's
is
just
devil,
an expression.
yeah.
I'm
No,
not
it's like lesser
literally
of two
calling him
evils.
the devil.
No, I mean though, but like, I'm confused. How is she bad though? Like under your view?
I wouldn't say she's bad. I just say that, like, okay, for Biden, for example, it's not that I hated him as president either. It's just, I was like,
Your only reason for not supporting Kamala Harris is just because you didn't know who she was?
no, that's not it.
So then what about her is the reason why you supported Donald Trump over her?
Like I said, it just felt like someone was just speaking into her ear. She was reading a teleprompter. Granted, Trump probably should be doing that more often.
At the debates, she wasn't doing that. She usually been speaking into her ear. She had nothing. That was an earring that was proven to not have any capacity.
It sounded like she was reading something from her phone type of tone, like she
No,
didn't
it doesn't.
say it. She's not saying it her actual self. Like it didn't come across as always genuine.
So wouldn't Trump have seen the teleprompter?
No, I'm just saying like that's how it sounded. I'm not saying that's literally what happened.
Okay, so then why is that a reason to support Donald Trump over Kamala Harris? Like all the things we brought up about Donald Trump, inciting a violent insurrection at the Capitol, right, and pardoning the violent rioters and police officers, calling them patriots, being held civilly liable of sexual abuse, bragging about walking into the changing rooms of naked women without their consent while they were changing. Or when there was an 18-year-old that came out and said there were 4 girls as young as 15 years old, these changing rooms, and Donald Trump was
Yeah,
arguing.
again, that's fucked. That's
He
obviously
said he would
wrong.
date a 10-year-old girl in 10 years.
Obviously
you overlook
wrong.
all of that, specifically because of what reason? All because of Kamala Harris? Like, you think that she sounds
Well,
like
it's
she's
like I said, there's some
reading
people
off
that
of a phone or something when she's not?
like
Do you mean prepared?
I would never say that about Biden, for example. Biden.
Wait,
does
by
not
the way,
seem
do you mean prepared?
prepared. Like we're talking about the speech, right?
Yeah, like, it sounds like she's prepared and Donald Trump's not prepared. Maybe it's because you're used to just Donald Trump being unprepared and
Trump
speaking
just sounds like he
gibberish.
pretty much rips and says what he wants people to, what he thinks people want to hear, type of thought.
Yeah, so he lies to you. So why would you support
He
Donald
lies
Trump?
more than he tells the truth. That's for sure.
So why would you support Donald Trump?
Well, like again, I mean, it just seems like we haven't had a good Democratic leader in so long.
Kamala
Like
Harris is
Barack
a good Democratic leader in comparison to Donald Trump.
What's that?
Kamala Harris is a better leader comparative to Donald Trump. And hold up real quick. Peter, how old are you?
50.
You support Donald Trump?
Yes.
You said that I lied. When did I lie?
Oh, many times.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. First time, let's see. Got probably 45 times. Yeah. Where would you like me to start?
Name one. Anyone. Pick a card, any card.
Yeah, about the immigration policies. Number 2, about the economy. Number
What
3,
about it? What did I lie about?
Gender roles. 4.
What about it? What did I lie about? Oh, you lied. Okay. Alright.
His son died. Again, I mean, I'm not here to say like I'm a diehard Trump fan. That's not what I am. I'm just kind of like I said, if I had the choice to vote for Barack Obama on a third term, yeah, I would. That's less Democratic.
So why would you vote for Barack Obama if not Kamala Harris?
Again, it's just because I'm more familiar with Barack Obama than I am with Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, when she just stepped up to the plate, I'm like, who is this? Like, I didn't know anything about her.
I'm sorry. So just because you don't know about her, that's it?
No. That I misspoke. It
Wait,
sounds